Welcome everyone. We start recording, and this is Dana, your host today. And I have Nazima has joined us today to talk to us about corporate tax. Has just started now in January, so it's very important that we know why the most about it. So as I said earlier, we're gonna start with a small short presentation on Nazima, her company, Finexpertisa UAE, and then what they are doing. Plus, she will gonna talk about her corporate tax, must know information, and then you can address any questions that you might have. Nazima, over to you. Thank you for being here. Over to you.
Thank you, Dana, for giving me this opportunity. Good morning, everyone. I'm Nazima, as Dana has already introduced you. We have a two-company enterprise house corporate services where we give assist in the license formation and many management aspect. We also have one company, Finexpertisa, which is basically audit and accounting firm. And we have very much tax team with our company. So if you need any further guidance on anything else, we are very happy to guide you. Here, I'm going to give you only some salient features, just a gist of it, of the corporate tax. So, and if you have any queries, please do ask me now. Also, you can even interrupt me also, no problem. It will be discussion sort of. Okay, if you interrupt me, if you ask me questions also, so I feel, yeah, someone is listening to me. It's, it's always good to know. So let me start. With basic, everyone is aware about taxes. Okay, or taxes anywhere in the world. There are two types of taxes: direct taxes, indirect taxes. Direct taxes are two types: corporate tax and tax on individual. Now in UAE, there is no tax on individual. Like, we come from the different part of the world. We have income tax, we have inheritance tax, we have wealth tax, and so many other taxes. Such taxes are not there in UAE. So we are going to concentrate more recently introduced corporate tax. But I'll also explain you there is an indirect tax, custom duty. Many of you are already into trading businesses, so you all are aware that you need to pay custom duty, which is 5% standard rate. Then excise tax is also there, and very important, one more tax, VAT, that is known as value added tax. Now, many people ask me questions. Okay, I'm already registered custom duty. I'm already paying custom. I'm not required to pay corporate tax. I'm already registered for VAT. I don't require to pay corporate tax. Remember, all the three taxes are different. If you're already paying VAT, you will continue paying it as you're doing up till now, but corporate tax is totally different from VAT. If you're already paying custom duty, it's different. And you have to register for all the taxation. Okay, so let me explain you VAT first, because many people get confused in that. What is VAT? VAT is a value added tax, and it is a 5% standard. 5% standard, and you need to. This is not mandatory to register. Like if you have cross or mine, I'm using terminology turnover. Okay, remember the word turnover. If a company have a turnover of 375,000 AED, then it is a mandatory for you to register for VAT. And if your company has not reached to the turnover of 375,000, it is not mandatory to register. One more thing, remember, I have many mompreneurs or many of the people, they charge VAT to the clients. If you are not registered for VAT, you cannot charge for VAT. It's an offense. So be careful. If you don't have TRN number for VAT, do not charge any VAT. Okay, so the VAT is on the turnover. Now, important what we are going to talk about is in corporate tax. Corporate tax is mandatory for everyone. Okay, corporate tax is mandatory for everyone. And it is not on the turnover. It is on the profit of 375,000 AED. Now you'll ask me a question. You said mandatory. You said it's mandatory, and then you are talking 375,000. So you all are aware about this. There's a 9% corporate tax. Okay, you're going to file 9% corporate tax if you have profit of 375,000 AED. If you don't have profit of 375,000 AED, still you're going to file a tax, and it is 0%. Okay, so remember that unlike VAT you are going to file only if you are registered, but corporate tax, everyone need to register and everyone need to file even if it is a 0%. Everyone, okay, remember that. And it is on the profit. If you reach the profit of 375,000, then you start paying 9% taxation. I think hope I'm clear up till here. I'll move to the next slide. Now, let me go through the highlights of UAE corporate tax. So if you don't understand anything, you can interrupt me. As I already told, corporate tax rate to be 0% up to the taxable amount of AED 375,000. This is profit again. If your company reached the profit of 375,000, you are going to file 9% tax. If it is not reached to 375,000 profit, still you're going to file and it will be 0%. So administration work is involved in this. Maintaining of accounts and bookkeeping is must. As there are corporate taxes, I advise all of you, please maintain your books of accounting. Very, very important. Either you do it to yourself or get the professional help. Use the software, but maintain your books of accounting. And professional way, not like before what we were doing. Very important to maintain your books of accounting as per the standard IFRS. That is International Financial Reporting Standard. Maintain your accounts and get yourself learn or get yourself informed, because if you say, okay, I don't know, ignorance is not an excuse when there are taxation. So keep yourself updated, maintain your books of accounting, register for the corporate tax and start paying, even if it is a 0%. Okay. Now, business losses can be set off with other entity income. Now, this will applicable to the people who have more than 1 or 2 companies. So you can do accounting adjustment. Then very important is financial year. If you have not decided your financial year, please decide it. Now, how can you decide your financial? This is very important. You cannot decide randomly. Financial year is mentioned in your memorandum and article of association. Remember that. If you don't have memorandum and article of association before just now they have done one more amendment, so they're continuous doing amendment of the law of corporate laws also. So you have to keep yourself updated. Before that, you can decide your year end as and what you want as per your license. But now, no, if it is not mentioned in the memorandum, automatically your year end, financial year end will be 31st December. Okay, so this thing you have to remember. The financial year is very important. You have to decide now, because you're going to pay tax after your financial year ends. So once your financial year is ending, now if your financial year is ending on 31st December 2023, you will start paying tax within 9. I told you again, 0% also you need to file. Make sure you file it. So this is one thing. Financial statement to be in compliance with the local accounting standard that already maintain your books of accounting as per the standards. Now, there is very important thing is small business review. Yes, this is very, government has provided with this. If you are, again, the word turnover is coming. We all are small businesses. This is all about SMEs. So if your turnover is less than 3 million, you can apply for the small business review. Again, I'm telling you, it doesn't mean that you don't have to register, doesn't mean you don't have to file. You have to register corporate tax, you have to file. When you're filing, you have to prove yourself that I am a small business. How are you going to prove yourself a small business? Can you even tell me how you will be able to prove yourself that I'm a small business? Government is not going to ask you your accounts or anything. Authority is not asking you. They will trust you. But in future, they might come behind and ask, okay, how you will prove yourself that I'm a small business? Can anyone tell me how will you prove yourself that you are a small business or your turnover is less than 3 million? Again,
your books, right? Your accounting books?
Yes, very important is accounting. That's why again and again mentioning that, because as a mompreneurs or a small businesses, we don't bother. So from now, please maintain your books of accounting. Very important. You have to maintain all the records for 7 years. From the end of the tax period, like let's say December 2023, from December 23 till 7 years, you have to keep your records, either hard copy, soft copy, wherever you want to save it, please keep it with you. It's very important. Then, a qualifying free zone person can opt for 0% tax regime. Now, what is a qualifying free zone person? We are using the word person, but it's a qualifying free zone companies. The terminology used by authorities, so we are using same word, but it's a qualifying free zone company. Now, you say, okay, free zone company has an option of 0% tax filing, even you have more profits, but you have to satisfy certain conditions, which I'll talk later on. If you want to know more about this, I will talk more about free zone entities. How will you prove yourself that your company is fully qualifying free zone? Dividend income and other profit distribution from your incorporation or resident will be exempted. That means, one more thing I already told, if you are not giving yourself salaries, start paying yourself salaries from your company because there is no income. Get the share, get the dividend from your company. Whatever profit, get it. Don't put everything in your company itself. Like suppose you say, okay, I don't have much profit, I will not take salary today or this year. If you are not taking salary this year and if you start taking second year, third year, authority is going to ask you questions up till now why you have done. So please give yourself some salary, get some profit, give yourself some dividend because there is no income. That will reduce your corporate profit.
I've got a question, sorry.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So the free zone, the qualifying free zone thing, it applies to all the free zones around the UAE?
All the free zones. I'll explain you in further if you want. Because how will you prove yourself you are a qualifying free zone person? You need to ask yourself a question, which I'll show you as a in the next slide. So the next few slides will come.
Okay, and I didn't understand really fully the last thing you were talking about, paying the salary and foreign income on foreign investment. Okay, yeah, I got confused.
Dividend income and other profit distribution from UAE corporation or resident legal person will be exempted. Suppose your company is making lot of profit, more than 375,000, you start paying tax. But from there, if you're deriving some salary, you will reduce your profit. You will reduce tax payment. But so get yourself some salary. If you're not getting, suppose you're not giving yourself some salary from your company now, and if you start paying yourself after 1 or 2 years, there will be definitely question mark from the government, from the authority, tax authority. Okay,
Yeah.
so start paying some salary, at least minimum. Try to give yourself some salary, so that will reduce your company. Because tax is what all about tax planning. You need to do tax planning from now. Important. Income on foreign is taxable in general and maybe exempted certain conditions. Suppose you are resident in UAE, your company is in UAE, and you have branch somewhere in the foreign, that will also be taxable. It means that, okay? But certain conditions, if you're a big company, you can contact some chartered accountants and they will plan your tax accordingly. What is taxable person? Again, taxable person, when we talk, it's a company. We're talking about companies. So what is a taxable person? There are two only exempted categories, only this, which already I have listed. So everyone need to register and everyone need to file. Only this, you can see on the right hand, government entities, extractive business, only these are exempted from the taxes. Others are taxable. Now, natural person and legal person. What do you mean natural person? Human. Suppose you are taking any of the activities like a freelance, private tutor, babysitter, business activity without license. So you say, okay, I don't have license, I'm still earning profit. You cannot be exempted from the tax. You need to file, you need to pay the taxation. And if you're a blogger, influencer, so if you're doing all this activity also, it's taxable. Okay, and you say how authority will come to know. Authority will come to know today or tomorrow. Then you will be fined heavily. So better get organized. If there are so many licenses available for the freelance, they have also come up with a private tutor license, work permit, which Mokre don't charge you anything. You can register free. If you are providing babysitting, get the permit. It's a free of cost. Government is providing you. There are some streaming blogger license and influencer license is also available from certain fees. So if you don't have license, get the license and get yourself organized. Now, unincorporated partnership, like if it's a big group associated or legal heads, like a trust or family offices, they are also taxable. What is sole establishment? If you're holding e-trader license, that is also required to register and file the tax. Now, incorporated entity and PE of foreign entities, means branch of foreign entity or representative office of any of the foreign company, they also fall under taxable person. If you're a free zone company, your LLC, your PJC. Now, one more thing, I mentioned that free zones are exempted from taxation. It doesn't mean that you don't have to register. You have to register for the corporate tax and you have to file 0% tax. But it is must for everyone. Okay, so make sure even if you're a free zone company, please register for the corporate tax. What is a small business relief, which I already spoke to everyone. You all get small business relief if your turnover is, can I ask you, if your turnover is less than, anyone remember? You can get a small business relief.
375,000?
Yes, 375,000
I'm
turnover. If your business have less than 375,000 turnover, you will get small business relief. Very important. But again, what I will repeat again and again. I'm repeating again. You have to register for corporate tax. You need to file 0%. Has to be done. Okay. So how will you prove yourself small business relief? Please maintain books of account. Now, that is
I have a question. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
If I reach 375 1 year and then the next year I don't,
Yes.
where I reach, I submit, and where I don't reach, I put in 0.
I'll just look at this slide.
Okay.
Look at this slide. Okay. Scenario one, I'll explain you. If you are a small business relief, you file for small business relief, and in the 2024 December, you have reached the turnover 1 million. Okay. Just look at the first line. Scenario one, I'm talking. In this, at the end of December 2025, you reach the 3 million. That means still you have not reached the threshold of 375,000. Okay. It has to be for the 2 continuous year. Continuous year, you should be less than 375,000. If you are not, then you are not a small business. So 1 year you will be, second year you need to file. You are not a small business anymore. Again, like scenario one. So in this case, 24, 25, and 26, all of them you are less than 375,000. So you are small business relief in 2025 also. I have not mentioned 2026. Why? Can anyone tell me why? Because we don't know December 2027. If suppose you in December 2027 you reach 375,000, then you are not small business relief in 26 also. So you have to maintain for two continuous years. Okay? Am I clear?
Yeah.
I have mentioned so many scenarios. If you go through it, scenario 2 is also there. Scenario 3, if you look at that, you see, if you see the scenario 3, it is mentioned you are not small business relief in 25 and 26. Can anyone tell me why?
Because you have multiple years.
3 million, yeah. 3
You've
million.
reached 3 million.
In between, it is 3.1. Okay, sorry. It's a 3 million turnover, not 375. You got confused with the figure. 375,000 is a profit. If it's a 3 million,
yeah.
Yes, sir. If it's a 3 million of turnover, less than 3 million, then you are small business relief. Now, if you see in the scenario 3, in December 2025, you have crossed that limit. You are 3.1. So you are not small business relief in 25 and 26. Because you have to maintain in 2 continuously. You got it?
Yeah.
So these are different scenarios which I already explained. So that way you can prove yourself as a small business relief. Now, when you're going to mention this, how? So first step, to prove yourself small business relief, maintain your accounts. Second step, register for the corporate tax. Once you're registered, now you're going to file next year. They have not started tax filing this year. Now, when you're filing for the next year, as soon as you sit for, there will be option. So the authority, there will be option in the portal which will ask you whether you are a small business, or there you have to select you are a small business relief. Again, I told you, authority is not going to check your accounts, they will trust you. You have to maintain your accounts for 7 years. If suppose they ask you a question, you should be able to present everything to the authority. That I am a small business relief this way. These are the scenarios. Okay. Why I mentioned concentrating on small business relief, because we all are small business relief and usually we ignore all this. So be careful. If you declare yourself as a small business relief and you're filing 0% tax, you have to remember this in mind. Your turnover has to be less than 3 million. Okay. So this is who can apply for a small business relief? Let's see. Resident person means you have to be resident in UAE. And that why I ask you, because some people will have a company, but they will do business remotely. They are not residents of UAE, so they might be exempted. So they are not a small business. Okay. Now, with annual turnover not more than 3 million in the current tax period and the previous tax period. I'll explain you the scenario. So, 2 tax period, you have to see it has to be less than 3 million. Then only you are a small business in that year. How to apply for SB? How to apply for SB? So, first is register for corporate tax, obtain the TRN. At the end of filing of returns, you can mention that you are a small business. You have to maintain record to prove that for at least 7 years. Documents to be maintained. Of course, you're not going to file any audit report or something to the authority, but for your benefit, I will suggest maintain accounts and get it audited. Okay, it's very important, so you can prove, and after 7 years, the authority will ask you for your accounting. You should be able to prove that you are a small business owner. Bank statement, sales ledger, invoice, other records to be maintained properly. Okay. So these are the scenarios which I already explained you. Okay. Hope up till I'm clear. You have any questions? For small business relief, that is enough. Okay. Natural person is also taxable. So there is no income tax, remember, but natural person is also taxable. Like there are many people have freelance visa or real estate agents. Yes, all these people are also taxable, even they don't have their own company. Income from business activity, again, if you not even have a license, but you are doing your business, if it exceeds 1 million within that 12 months, then a natural person also need to register for farm. Got it? Income
Sorry,
from farming.
question.
Yeah, good.
If you don't have a license, how are you going to register?
If you don't, as a natural person, there is an option to register for yourself as a natural person also. You go to the portal,
Okay.
there is an option to register yourself. So this is like, in other countries also. Authority don't know, but you yourself have to declare that I am a natural person, I have an activity, freelance activity, and I am earning 81 million. Okay? That's a profit because it's not a corporate group, right? It's himself. So this is the whole income.
Yeah.
If you are worth 1 million, you have to declare yourself to the authority. You need to register yourself. And if you don't do, if you are caught, remember, there are penalties and fines.
Well, if you out yourself and try to register for corporate tax, you're going to tell them I don't have a license, and basically you're telling them, come looking for me.
They will find out. There are so many examples. See, this is the very new in UAE, but with my experience, I have more than 20 years of experience working in management and business consultancy and audit firm. I've come across so many clients who have business here, but they are either American citizen, Australian citizen, Canadian citizen, and they did not declare anything in their own country. They thought, who will come to know? Because if you're American citizen, you're Canadian, you're Australian citizen, your income all over the world is taxable. So they thought, who will come to know? But they came to know and they were fined heavily. And even one of my clients was put to the jail in Canada. So if you think that, okay, I'll escape, no. If you have a residential visa, if you are doing freelance activity, you have, and if you exceed it 1 million, you have to register yourself. You yourself have to declare, okay, as a natural person also. Now, natural person can also apply for the small business relief. Again, if you have a 1 million income, you have to register, but you are not going to pay 9%. I think I'm making it clear. Just pay attention. If your crosses AD 1 million, worth of 1 million, you have to register, it become mandatory. Okay, but you are not going to pay 9%, you will pay 0% till your revenue reach 3 million. But if you go up to 3 million, before 3 million, in this case also, you can say that I am a small for the small business relief. Okay. Natural person may be
This
subject
one you
to
said, sorry, the natural person you said includes also the e-trader license, right?
yes, e-trader license, even a sole partnership in LLC, they will also come under category of natural person. Freelance license holder, real estate agents who don't work for any company, but they have a real estate commission income, they all falls under this category, natural person.
So then
The
you
real
need to
estate brokerage
register
is
or
all.
you don't need to register? You need to register immediately or you need to reach 1 million to register?
Yeah, you need to, when you reach 1 million, that's clearly mentioned.
Okay.
If you reach to 1 million, you have to register with that within that 12 months, and you're going to file 0% tax unless you reach 3 million.
3 million. Okay.
If you reach 3 million, then you start paying 9% tax. But if you are not, you can still file for small business or natural person also.
Mm-hmm.
This all comes under like YouTubers, influencer, brokerage, e-trader license holder. They all fall under this category.
Perfect. Thanks.
I'm not going to do Dana, shall I continue the free zone person? Let me explain it to you. Again, I'm using the terminology free zone person. It's a free zone company. Okay. So you're going to ask yourself, I have just asked one question. Again, what did I say? You need to register. Mandatory. Okay. You need to file. It is mandatory. Okay. But how will you prove yourself? And you will not, you will file only 0% corporate tax, which I already mentioned. You're going to ask yourself, well, if I'm going to, are you a free zone person? If you say yes, you maintain educate substance in the free zone. What does it mean? Educate substance in the free zone itself. That means you have your office in the free zone, you have some employers in the free zone, and you're working from the free zone. You have few clients in the free zone. Then you can say that you are maintaining educate substance in the free zone. If you say yes, then we'll be asking you another question. If you say no, then normal tax regime will be applicable. That means if you reach the profit of 375,000, even if you're free zone company, you're going to pay 9% tax. And if you say no, I'm maintaining enough substance in the free zone, next question will come. Are you deriving qualifying income? Now, what do you mean by qualifying income? Okay, what do you mean by qualifying income? Qualifying income is most of your business should come from free zone only. It doesn't mean that you cannot work outside, okay? Most of your income should come from free zone. If it is coming from outside the free zone, there is a minimum, which I'll explain you. There is a minimum requirement. Suppose your turnover, let's see, is a 3 million. Turnover is a 3 million. Of that turnover, you can get the free zone, outside free zone income should be only 5% of that turnover. Is it clear? This is a minimum requirement. Okay, if your company have 3 million of turnover, out of the 3 million, only 5% should come from outside the free zone. If you're getting 10% from the free zone of your turnover, then you are not satisfying minimum requirement. So you will not be exempted from this tax rule. You're going to file 9% tax. Is it clear? It's a little confusing, but hope I'm clear. Is it clear? Only 2 questions you need to ask to prove yourself as a free zone person. First is, do you maintain adequate substance in the free zone? Can anyone tell me what is adequate substance? I just explained you.
So
What
if
do
your
you
office is there, basically?
Yes, office should be there. Visas of your employee yourself should be there. There are certain conditions that need to be satisfied that, as of course, I am maintaining adequate substance. Okay, you are maintaining adequate substance. Now, next question will come. Are you verifying qualifying income? So what is the minimum I mentioned? Minimum limit, or it is known as in terminology
The
de minimis.
5%, I think.
5% of your turnover. Total turnover of your own company, you can earn only 5% from outside the field. If you're earning more than 5%, then you are not a free zone person. Then you are not a free zone person, so you are going to pay 9%. Okay, but again, if you are small business related, you will get exempted from that part also. So in free zone also, your option that you can prove yourself as a small business relief and start paying 0% taxation. Is it clear? I'm not going much detail. Hope I'm clear with this. Done enough? Or then I'll explain how to register for the corporate tax. Now, as I said again and again, if you're not registered yourself for the corporate tax, please register. How to register for the corporate tax? You have to go to Emirate Tax Portal. Many of you must have registered for the VAT also. It will become very easy. You have to use same portal. And most of the information will be there. So, go to the Emirate Tax Portal. One thing, log in, create your account. Now, here I'll tell you one thing. One of the mompreneurs, she called me, oh, I have already registered, I have done. Oh, it just took me 5 minutes. I said, very good. Where is your tax certificate? They did not send me. So what people think, they have logged in, created account, that's it. That means register the corporate. That's what they think. No, this is just you created an account. Once you've created your account, you have to log out and then log in again. Then there will be a profile. Next step will be create a taxable person profile. Now, what is a taxable person profile? This will be, you have to put the information about yourself, like a shareholder, whoever is the shareholder of the company, manager of the company, or if you want to appoint some other person, that this will be person taking care of my tax filing and everything. So you have to create that profile. That is the second step. Once you are done, you will be guided to taxable person dashboard. You will come to the dashboard, agree. Now, the second step is completed. Means you have created a taxable person profile. This is done. Again, don't get confused. You're still not done. This whole process, when start registering, will take between 30 to 40 minutes. Remember that. It's just not a five minutes job. Because many of the mompreneurs, okay, we have registered, we have done it. No, you have to create a login account. You have to create a taxable person profile. It's a very friendly portal. Once you go in the portal, it's a very friendly portal. It guides you easily. Okay. Now, agree. Once you are done, click agree. Then there will you'll be guided to the next page, and it's very clearly mentioned on that page. There'll be 4-5 things will be mentioned on that page: corporate tax registration, VAT, custom, excise, so many things. But at present, you have to concentrate on corporate tax registration. So register yourself for corporate tax. Once you click that, then you will come on the another page. There'll be 5 on that page. On the top of it, there's a blue color. 5 things will be there: entity detail, identification detail, contact detail, add authorized signatory, review, and the declaration. Once you will find this 5 things on top in the horizontal line. Okay, and it will be in the blue color. So let's click first one, entity detail. What do you mean by entity detail? Means your license number, shareholder, most of the information will be asked. So you have to keep your license ready. Your soft copy, hard copy should be ready to enter all the details. Once it is completed, you will be guided to the next one, that is the identification detail. Again, you'll be asked to upload your license copy. You'll be asked to put address. Now, address, very important. Whatever address is mentioned on your license copy, you're going to add that address. Don't add your personal address or anything else. Whatever is mentioned in your license copy, you have to put that address. Jurisdiction means either it's a free zone, mainland company, e-trader. There are different types of jurisdiction, offshore, onshore will be mentioned on your license. You have to put those things. Once you completed that, you'll be guided for the contact detail, office address. Again, office address will be same what is mentioned in your license. In this, they will also ask you to provide a landline number and a post box number, which is must. If you don't provide, you will not be allowed to go to the next step. And if you do, like if it is available also, your application will be rejected. So post box, if you don't have it, it's okay. You can use your personal post box or your husband office post box or no. Landline phone number is very important. If you don't have it, put your home landline also. But landline is important to complete the process. Then you have to go to add authorized signatory. Here, in this case, they will also ask to give you the financial year. What is the financial year? I already explained you. It will be mentioned in your memorandum. If it is not mentioned in your memorandum, then it should be 31st December. Okay. Make sure check the memorandum. If it is mentioned in the memorandum and still you make a mistake, it's a mistake. It's a wrong. They might fine you for that. So make sure when you're sitting for the registration, keep everything ready with you. Add authorized signatory, either yourself, so you don't need so your passport copy, your MSID. If you're authorizing someone else, power of attorney or memorandum need to be uploaded. It will be guided accordingly. Then review and declare. Once you have completed your process, you can declare everything is correct, blah, blah, blah. And you will receive SMS that your application is under process. If any queries there, FTA will send you email or SMS, or you can revisit your portal and check if there is any queries or not. Once it is done, you will get your certificate by email or it will be available in the portal. This is your TRN number for the corporate tax. Keep always saved and keep it, remember that number also, that is important. Okay. So what all documents are required when you are sitting for the registration? You need a trade license, memorandum, Emirates ID, proof of authorization for the authorized signatory. It is not if you are shareholder and you already have memorandum, you don't require the authorization, you can put your memorandum there. Office address with post box number, I already told you, and contact details with landline is important. Complete your process of registration. And if you need a professional help, we are always there. We charge very nominal fees to assist you for the registration. But please make sure you don't make any mistake when you're registering for the corporate tax. And I said, even you're a small business, even you are a freelancer, even if you are a mainland company, whatever you need to register. If you have not done it, kindly register for the corporate. Mandatory for every. And thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel to on. Yeah.
If you stop your presentation now, Nazima, thank you very much.
Yeah, sure.
All right, great. Any questions, ladies? Is it everything clear?
Hi. Yes, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you said that e-traders have to apply for the corporate tax, right?
But they have not, because, memorandum is mandatory now for now as per their portal. So as soon as we are registering for e-traders, they are rejecting it. So for now,
Yes, because there's no memorandum. Yeah. Yes.
Their portal is still not supporting, but yes, they will come because I spoke to FTA one time and I asked them to send me a message. It is mandatory, but for now they are still working on that how to register for the e. So they might change something.
So we have to. So we have to wait for that. Okay, so we can't do it right now. Okay, perfect. My other questions were related to it, so yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have one question. I have e-trade license and I apply in November. I put all the documents you mentioned, and now when I enter, I saw that it's done. Now when I enter to check, it's written that there are some pending information. but I don't understand what are these pending information. This might be related to what you mentioned before, that for e-trade.
Memorandum must be pending. And until you upload the memorandum, they will not register. So for
Sorry?
e-traders, memorandum must be pending, but for e-trader, there is no memorandum, so you can wait. They are aware about this, that for e-trader, they are still unable to register. Authority is aware about this.
So I just have to wait. I don't have to do.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a question from Zainab. She's asking from where I will get memorandum to see the financial year.
We need to check because different memorandum will have, like free zone have different kind of memorandum, mainland will have different kind of. If you go through this year, I need to check which clause it has been mentioned, but it will be mentioned in the clause. I'll get back to you exact clause. Your company is registered where? Like which jurisdiction?
I have registered in free zone.
A free zone, which free zone? It's Shams,
Sharjah.
Sharjah free zone. Okay, I'll check with them, or I'll check the Shams memorandum and I'll let you know which page and which article. I'll just send message to Dana. She'll forward to you. Okay. We need to
Okay,
check.
thank you.
Because you can also check because Shams memorandum is not very elaborate. It's a 2-page memorandum or 3-page memorandum. So just go through so you will get the idea where exactly it is.
Okay.
And if it is not mentioned, in the memorandum, you have to put it as a 31st December. The financial year end will be 31st December.
Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you.
Can you share the link for the registering the corporate tax?
Yeah. Okay. Emirate tax portal. If you go just I will share the screen again.
Oh, it's on the screen. Sorry, I'm on my mobile, so it was so small. I couldn't see.
This is Emirate tax portal. You can just take the
Okay.
picture if you want.
I put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, one more thing. The accounting is supposed to be from a professional firm, or we can do it ourselves with the software. Do they have any requirements for that?
No, I already told you that if it's a small business, you yourself can maintain account in the Excel sheet. There are many free software available. Zoho is there. There are many accounting packages available. Paid packages also available. You can use any of them. But important is you maintain your accounts. At least for 7 years, keep your receipt and everything properly in order.
Okay. And you need a business bank account as well for this? Is it mandatory?
It is mandatory, but as I'm very well aware that small businesses, banks are not comfortable to open an account. I know. So even authorities are about this. Like if you're small, if you're licensed in the free zone, if you're e-traders, you don't get corporate account very easy. But you can
No,
go
I mean,
for WIO.
e-traders can get, e-traders have a few options for the account. I do not have it. I did not opt for it yet, but I'm just asking that if in future the corporate tax comes for us, so is it mandatory in one of the requirements?
Corporate tax, corporate tax is there for everyone from now. Okay, you have it's better to have a separate corporate and personal account. It's important. If it is not banking, at least get it on banking or something, but get your bank account. It's important.
Okay, thank you.
And I have one more question for all this account Excel file. Shall we fill it starting now, or should be filled starting, I don't know, 2020 when the company was open? So when should you start the registration of the income and of all the invoices?
See, as a corporate tax introduced from June 2023. I suggest maintain your books of accounting at least from year 2022. Start maintaining. Yeah, better to have your proper accounting from 2022. If it is not available, at least from 2023, start maintaining your books of account regularly.
Even if you apply for corporate tax in 2023 at the end, you should start.
Yes, your account, because they will check the previous year what was the condition. You cannot make adjustment and arrangement in this year. Authority will not ask you questions that there was a loss this year or there was a profit, now you're making losses, how you will prove yourself, right? So they might ask you the previous year. So I suggest start maintaining account from 2022. If you're not done it, at least something you should have in hand, or maintain at least for 2023. But maintain your books of account. All the receipt, even your expenses, like you're going for coffee or you're going for your taxi, your petrol allowance, start putting your expenses in order. And when you're raising the invoices, I already told you, do not charge any VAT on your invoices. Do not charge any VAT on your invoice if you are not registered with VAT.
Do not charge any VAT. Sorry, can you please repeat? Can you please repeat?
Do not charge any VAT if you are not yet registered for the VAT. If you are not registered, do not charge. It's an offense. Okay, be careful.
Okay.
Raise your invoice properly, put your receipt properly, bank statement, even your all the expenses. So all the invoices, receipt, maintain the books of accounting properly. What I suggest, fix one day in a month or 2 days in a month where you sit in your accounting system, either system or Excel, and put everything in order. So at the last one, you don't need to find everything in.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions, ladies?
Yes, just a question on, we already have a VAT TRN, or the tax registration number. Is it the same for the corporate tax as well? Do we only have one TRN?
No. That's what I told you. If you already register for VAT, even for the custom, these are the different thing. And as you're already registered, you are very well aware about portal, right? Email tax portal. You already have your login. You already have a login credential. You already have created tax person profile. These two things are already there. All the information of your company is already there with them. So it become more easy. So you have to just log in. And when you log in, then you will see the 5 things like corporate tax, VAT registered, everything will be there. You're registered with VAT, there will be corporate tax registration, separate block, registered. But for you, it will not take no time because all the informations are there. But you have to register separately, and you will have separate TRN number. VAT
Okay,
and
separate
corporate tax
TRN.
different. Yeah, these two are different, two different things. But you need to register.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions before we close? No? All right. Thank you everyone for showing. Thank you, Nazima, very much for being here and again enlightening us on it. This is a recorded session, so if you have any other questions, please write to Nazima. You want to write your email there, Nazima?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share your company profile too, please?
My email, you can contact me. And
m.nazima@ehouse.ae. Yeah, that's the email. And your company profile, your website?
Website.
You're looking for a website, Sahir?
Yeah, website. I can give my website.
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Thank you.
great.
Also, where will we find this recording? In the WhatsApp, will we?
This will be, it's a 1 hour recording, so size-wise, it will be only acceptable on YouTube. So I will put it on YouTube. Yes, and I will share it on the platform. I will share it on the email. I will share it on the WhatsApp. So wherever you are, you can find it there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Helpful. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, you're sharing the website now?
Yes.
Nazima? So it's ehouse.ae, I assume?
CE.
Let's, I have an intention for us, all of us here, ladies, apart from the ones who don't have yet the tax, to come the time in our near future when we will be eligible for tax, where we will have the profit of 375,000 and more.
All the
Yes.
best. Everyone
Yes.
will have it.
Yes,
Everyone will have it.
inshallah.
Inshallah, yes. Let's all
And I'm there to serve you.
aim for that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all for
And
coming here.
I'm there to serve you for your bookkeeping, for accounting, for tax filing. So I'm
Yes,
ready,
we all need
everyone
each
will-
other. We need you,
Yes.
Nazima, and we all need each other. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye.